Welcome back to Behind the Scenes here in the Creepy Crawler's Garage. This is where we take a quick look what's been going on in the garage and here on the channel this week. And the first thing I want to talk about is got some tools in. So if you watched last episode of the RC shop, you saw that I didn't have a 1.3 millimeter hex head wrench, or at least one that wasn't rounded off and broken. But I got one in, so now we can get that transfer case off of the transmission we're going to be using in the new shop truck. We also got our filament in for the 3D printer. If you listen real carefully, you might can hear it going. I'm printing the new mold for the airbag, so a full mold. If you watch the episode, basically what we used, I was able to print half a mold, so only half of the airbag, but it proved out that what we were using, the silicone we're using, that EcoFlex, it's gonna work for us, I think. It looks like it's gonna work actually pretty well. That stuff stretches like a rubber band. I think it's pretty tough, and I don't think it'll wear well. So I think that's gonna work for us. And with that, mention the airbags. If you watch the episode also, I mentioned at the very end, if you watch all the way to the end, that over at my Patreon page, if you're an Explorer level or higher, for you guys who don't know who are Patreons, if you're an Explorer level or a higher patron at my page, which is $5 a month or higher, you get a free gift every month. So in the past I've sent stickers. I think you got some bumper stickers, patches. I sent a set of 3D printed wrenches. I've sent sets of oil and coolant jugs 3D printed, so scale items for garages, stuff like that's what they've been getting. Well, this month, if you watched the end of the episode, I mentioned that I was going to be sending a set of airbags, which I am. So if you're an Explorer level or higher patron over at the page, I'm going to send you out a full set. So 4 airbags, completed airbags. So they'll have the caps and the bag, and they'll be ready to use in some type of air system. And that's the reason why I'm sending these. This is a little more extravagant than what you normally would get, but the catch is, what I want you guys to do is, I want to see what kind of air system you can come up with to make them actually work. Now, it's not required, you don't have to, but if you choose, I'd like to see what you come up with, or any way that you use these airbags. I just want to see what you guys do with them. And also over there, if you're an Explorer level or higher, we're going to be giving away the WPL B16 build, the build we're doing on the I Made Something series right now. And so I wanted to mention, make sure, because according to Patreon, I can't just randomly give that to somebody. It actually has to be a contest. So I actually have to hold a contest, and it can be something super simple kind of contest, but it can't just be random. And the reason I'm mentioning this is I'm sending you these airbags, and I want you to do something with them, and I'm giving away a WPL B16 build. Might all go together as far as the contest is concerned. Maybe not, but most likely it will all go together. So don't throw them in the trash. If nothing else, do something with them and take a picture. Hint, hint. If you would like to win the build we're doing on I Made Something, just make sure and do something to that effect. And then also keep your eye on the Patreon page, because I'll be posting as we go along as to what you're going to need to do to win. And by the way, we're going to do this with this is a new perk. If you notice at the page, it's a new perk for the $5 and up folks. We're going to be doing this with every I Made Something coming up. This is a regular series I'm going to be going on. So every time I make something on the series, we'll be ended up giving it away to one of the patrons who are a $5 or up donator. And speaking of the WPL B16 build we're doing for I Made Something, I wanted to kind of talk about some scheduling. I don't know if you can hear right now, I'm a little nasal sounding. I'm actually kind of sick, and I'm actually very hopped up on antihistamines. So speaking of scheduling, I think I'm going to, usually the I Made Something comes out on Thursday. I think I'm going to push it to Friday. Because usually today, so Wednesdays, I actually do the work. The work you see, I take the footage and I do the work, and then I edit it on Thursday and I put it up. Well, I mean, speaking of, so this is behind the scenes. So my normal schedule, I'll tell you what my normal schedule is. Well, my normal schedule is mainly taken up with being a dad. I'm actually a stay-at-home dad. So the majority of my days, that's what I'm doing. I'm taking care of my daughter, whether that's doing fatherly things. I'm Mr. Mom, I guess you would say. So I'm feeding her, changing diapers, playing with her, watching videos, all that fun stuff, which I really do love. But as far as the schedule on the channel goes, so normally on Wednesdays, today, I would actually be doing the I Made Something work. When I say work, that means actually putting it together, whatever it is, whether it's painting, putting it together, and capturing footage. So taking the footage also, just raw footage. And I'll do that all day. From 8, I get up I usually get up 7:30 in the morning. First feeding for my daughter is at 8 in the morning, but so from about 7:30 till 5, or actually about 5:30 when her mom gets home, I'm working on Wednesdays, I'm working on that footage. So just taking raw footage of working on the I Made Something. And then when her mom gets home, it kind of relieves me. So in the evenings on a Wednesday, or actually any evening, I'll start working on RC shop build stuff. So usually on Wednesdays and Thursdays in the evenings till about 10 in the evening, I'm working on off camera type stuff. So stuff that I need to get done for the RC shop episodes off camera. So basically my days are kind of 7:30 whenever I actually wake up to about 10 in the evening. And then from 10 in the evening, usually till about midnight, I play video games. So that's my time. But then that's what a Wednesday. So on Thursday, normally what I would do is edit the I Made Something footage. So actually turn it into a little 5-minute video. And I know it's a 5-minute video, but it's an all day edit. Now, keep in mind, half of my day is taken up with my daughter, but it's about a 4-hour edit. So I take all that raw footage, I cut it down into pieces, I find some soundtracks that I like, and then I edit that into the soundtracks that I like. And the I Made Something is actually pretty simple. It's just intro, me actually introducing the video, and then 3 little 1.5-minute songs, footage edited down into it. It takes about 4 hours. And the reason it takes about 4 hours is the soundtrack is not written for the video. So I've got a soundtrack, and so what ends up happening is I take this rough cut. So I take rough footage, I rough cut it, then I put that on top of the soundtrack, and I manipulate and I work it around over and over and over again till I fine cut it into how I like it sequenced to go with that soundtrack, and 3 different soundtracks, so I have it kind of split up. And I know probably if you watch an I Made stuff, you've watched the episodes, you probably don't see any of this. You just see some guy making something. But I go back, look at the last one. I'm actually very proud of it, of the edit, and of the framing of the footage and whatnot. And look at it a little closer, and you'll notice that it does, and it goes with the soundtrack. But I think it's a testament that if nobody notices it, that means I did it right. Anyway, so that's a Thursday, and then again Thursday evening I'll work on off-camera type RC shop work, whatever that is, stuff that's not on footage. Because on Friday I try to do all my RC shop footage, and that'll be Friday all day. So whatever whether it's stop motion with Frank, I try to get all the work footage actually completed. Been doing a lot of painting, so sometimes you can't do that because you have dry times. So a lot of this also bleeds into Saturday. But I try to do all my footage on Fridays, all my work footage on Fridays, and then Saturday usually bleeds over into it. But I try on Saturday. Usually Saturdays is a very short day for me. I don't do a lot of work because I do have to have one day that I spend with the family, but I do try to get a few hours in. And so anything that bled over, whether it's I had some dry time, so I got some work footage I got to finish up, creating a commercial. I need to do a little more stop motion with Frank, which I haven't done really recently, but any of that kind of stuff will be done on Saturday. Sunday is edit day. Try to be. Sometimes that bleeds even into Monday, but I try for Saturday to be edit day. When I say edit day, I mean work footage edit. So only stuff, the work footage, me actually making something, or whatever that is, that gets edited on Sunday, which is usually an all-day affair. Because I want to leave Monday. This is what I try to. Again, Monday usually bleeds into Tuesday. I try to leave Monday for one writing. So Monday mornings are usually spent. So I have basically the series scripted out in my head, but I don't actually have a script, and that is done weekly. So Monday mornings I actually write the script. So here I'm going to put some footage in so you can see last episode's script. You can kind of look along while I talk about it. But I actually I script it out on Monday, so I actually write all the script. I put in all where the footages need to be inserted that I've already edited from the previous day. And then I'll work from that. I'll take this script, and that's what I'll and usually in the afternoon, I'll do my footage, so of me. So the interviews, I call it the interview footage. So whether it's me in the office or me here in the shop or whatever, that footage, that's all done on Monday. And then this is how it's kind of worked out, is that on Tuesday, everything gets edited together. So I take all the interview footage. I've already edited out work footage, and usually there's inserts for I take my interview footage and I just kind of insert it, and then I insert a commercial, or I insert like a B-roll transition, or I insert whatever needs to, and it's gotten a little bit formulaic, right? But I have where I insert my stuff, and all that's done on Tuesday. So as of now, I was trying to release them on Monday, but I've probably noticed it's working out scheduling wise, works better on Tuesday. But I do all that final edit on Tuesday. That's also when I'll do overall audio leveling, and I do like all the mastering type stuff to the footage will be done on Tuesday. I make my thumbnail on Tuesday, like everything, and then I upload obviously on Tuesday, and then rinse and repeat on Wednesday. And so that's like a full schedule for me, except for this week, because like I said, I'm a little out of it right now off of some antihistamines. So stuff's going to get pushed today, but I'm going to have to try to keep my schedule. So that's when it gets real tricky. But anyways, I just thought I'd share that with you guys. Thanks for hanging out with me and listening to me ramble kind of about some behind the scenes things that go on here in the shop. I appreciate all you guys watching. I appreciate my patrons. If you'd like to take part in any of the giveaways or any of that stuff, go check out the page. Just check it out, see what you think. And I'll see you guys next week. Bye-bye.